Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Coming you today is CronaSwap. All right, let's take a look at this. As you guys can tell, this is on the Cronos mainnet. So we're really gonna look at this and decide, is this who's gonna be the one to solidify that spot, those multiple spots on the Cronos chain. So as you know, with any time that you have a new blockchain that is developed, there's always a race to be the staple project on that blockchain. So I've already done a review on VVS finance. Definitely go check that out. So we need to decide today, is CronaSwap going to be in that elite group? And we're going to take a look at it today and see if it's going to have the things to meet that criteria to be there for Cronos mainnet. So let's take a quick look so far at what has been developed. All right, CronaSwap. So it's a growing network of DeFi apps. Swap, earn, and build on the leading decentralized crypto trading protocol. Developers, traders, and liquidity providers participate together in a financial marketplace that is open and accessible to all. Welcome home to the DeFi. So we have a total supply here of 52 million with 380,308. There's not been a burn to date. The market cap currently is 93 million and the current emissions is there for you as well. So let's talk about just some of the things that they have here. Krona makes our world go round. Krona token is at the heart of the CronaSwap ecosystem. Buy it, win it, farm it, spend it, stake it. Heck, you can even vote with it. That sounds like it should be a song. Buy it, win it, farm it, spend it. Buy it, win it, farm it, spend it. So you can buy Krona here. This just tells you some of the top pools that you can get in that are going to be available here. So let's take a quick look at those. With this project, so you do have the ability with the swap function here where you can swap for your different tokens and the liquidity pairs that you're able to create here as well. You have your different farm options that are going to be available. So the native token here is Krona, and here are your different pairs. You obviously have your Krona Crow pair. You have some really good APRs here with the USDC and USDT. So you have some pretty good stable Krona pairs there as well. And this really isn't bad either on some of these other ones. You have Crow, UDSC, and you have your different ones here that are going to be available. You have your stable pairs if you're into that. AVAX, Phantom, SHIB is on here once again. Crystal, Auto. So you have a lot of different ones on here that you can check out if you're into farming. And then you also have your launch pools here. So this is going to be pretty much your single staking. You have your automatic restaking with your APY of 13,000 and your manual staking of 497% on APR. Make sure you know the difference in APY and APR. Those are very different. So you're going to have your basic things there in terms of your farms, single staking, and then they have different ways that you can bridge things over. So definitely check that out. They have the different ways that you can bridge over your assets from different blockchains. So definitely give that a look if that is what you're wanting to do. If you want to bridge from maybe Binance Smart Chain or Ethereum or AVAX, definitely check that out because that's going to be a good way to get your money over here. So price is sitting at 176 right now. So it is on a little bit of a dip. But guys, you have to understand, especially with a brand new blockchain, you have to give the price a little bit of wiggle room. All right. So there's going to be a lot of people coming in, a lot of people leaving, new projects are going to be opening up, new things are going to be developed. People are going to want to put their money other places. But what I have learned is if it is a solid project, and this seems to be a very solid one so far, just based on its interactions and what I have done or the research I've done on it, it seems to be a very solid project. Just because it dips doesn't mean that it's not going to go back up. And definitely with something that is as good as this has been, just give it some time. We're still only looking at almost, I think we're at a 90-cent Crow token right now. So we still have so much room to grow. And once that's really built out and that marketing is put out, things like this are going to be the ones that are going to start really getting that liquidity and the money from the community and the people pouring in. So don't underestimate these projects, especially those first few that get started. I've seen on other blockchains, one good example is Harmony with DeFi Kingdoms. That was super early. Now that price went up, went down. But if you look at it right now, after a few months of all that traffic coming in, that token right now is sitting at an all-time high. So don't look at price too crazy in the beginning of the things, because it's going to be volatile. But let's look at some of the things that CronaSwap is doing that I think is super bullish for it. Take a look at the roadmap real fast. So I'm not going to go completely through this, but I'm going to point out the things that I think is going to make this a pretty well respected project, in my opinion. But with everything, remember, do your own research. Get in here, get in the Twitter, get in the Telegram group, ask questions. Make sure you do your own research, because at the end of the day, you have to make decisions on what you want to do your money. I'm not a professional, I'm not a financial advisor. I just show you guys what I think are good projects and try to give you guys early tips so that you can get in before the rest of the people do. So I'm going to point out the main things that seem like it's going to make this thing boom. So first, so in similarities with PancakeSwap as well, CronaSwap, PancakeSwap, not saying it's going to be the same thing, but it has the possibility. And it's always easy to compare things to PancakeSwap, especially on new blockchains. But just some of the things, it does remind me a little bit of PancakeSwap, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. If it's not broke, don't fix it, kind of thing. So look, you got the lottery games that are going to be available, NFT integration. Everybody loves NFTs. I feel like I see NFTs like every single day, multiple kinds. I love NFTs. Some are super cool, some aren't. But hey, if you like NFTs, that's something that they're going to have. Airdrop activities after 2 weeks when the app is launched. So I think that's super big. They're doing an airdrop. But what is cool is they're actually, if you read through this with the airdrop, which we'll get into a little bit later as well, they're not only doing airdrops to people who are in CronaSwap, they're actually doing it, I believe, with other blockchains. So we'll look a little bit more into that detail. But let's look here. Not even on CMC yet, not even on CoinGecko. So it's not even there yet. So you know what happens when you hit CoinGecko and CMC? You're gonna get a little bit of a pump, because you're gonna get that mainstream visibility that's super important for projects like this. So think about that. Crypto.com token, it's already mooning in a way. It's gone up a lot recently. Think about that $700 million marketing that they're doing, where they took over the naming rights of the Staples Center. Just think about all the more marketing they're going to do for that token, in addition to the stuff that these different projects are doing marketing wise. So marketing expansion, media and influencers, you're going to see that. And I think that's going to be super big. This airdrop is really kind of what makes me excited. So let's look at this real fast. So they're going to do 2 airdrops. This is the 2 ones I'm worried about. So you have the mainnet airdrop. So here's all the details on what that's going to be. 700,000 Krona. They're going to do an airdrop for that. You have to complete the community interaction requirements. So that's going to be some Twitter tasks, Telegram, some different things. So definitely make sure you hop in there, get that knocked out. Just make sure you do it by December 12th, and you're going to get that airdrop. That's what I mean. You literally go in and you're shilling your own bag, right? You're going and you're posting about it, talking about it, and that's going to in turn market it. And then you're going to get an airdrop, but you're shilling your own bag. You're making the price go up anyways, because you're marketing it. More people are going to see it. So why wouldn't you do that anyways? But this is, and I got to look a little bit more into this, but this was what makes me bullish on it too. So airdrop targets, this second one here, uni, cake, and sushi holders. So that means that uni and sushi from Ethereum and cake from BSC. So it's going to be targeting those people. Now, that is super bullish, because think of it. You're sitting there, you're doing your little swap, PancakeSwap, pulling out your cake and all that stuff. And then you see CronaSwap. What is that? Let me go check it out. Oh, it's on, Cronos mainnet. Then you start looking at it, researching it. You got a free airdrop. Why wouldn't you, look a little bit more into it? Maybe you put a little bit of a bag in there now because you've been exposed to that new token. I think that's super bullish. I think that's really underestimated in terms of what that can do, because if you're dropping those tokens on random people, it's going to cause them to want to look more into this project. So definitely don't forget about that. Definitely working on an audit. It is going to be audited by CertIC, which is definitely awesome. They're really good. That helps people feel safe and cozy with their funds to put it into the project, because it has that little stamp that it's been audited. So definitely do not forget about that. So you have your tokenomics here as well. We won't get too deep into this just because you are able to go in here and see all this yourself. You have a total supply of 300 billion. There are burn mechanisms that are going to be in place. So definitely it's going to be a deflationary token. So that's awesome. You always want to see that. You want to see it go down. And then you see the different ways of the utilization of the use cases of the token here: lottery, yield farm, voting on proposals. So they're really going to be building a community out of this. So definitely come in here, take a look at this stuff. I know people love reading the white papers and seeing really the nitty gritty for the projects. I think this thing is definitely going to blow up. CronaSwap, I've seen it on Twitter. I've seen it a lot of different places. Go hop in the Telegram, Discord, Twitter, look at the Medium. Go check it all out. Do your own research, because at the end of the day, you're going to be investing your own money. So like I said, it is on a little bit of a dip. That's okay. You don't want to buy the top anyway. Make sure, and this thing was at $8. That's crazy, man. If this thing went back up to $8, which I think is definitely possible, who knows what it can do? Crypto, you never know. But with something this early, there's no reason not to just drop a little bit of money in it and see what it does. If it goes back up to $8 from right now, that's what, like a 5-6x from here? Why not? Just drop a little bit of something here. Start yield farming, single staking. Just do a little bit of something with it and check it out. So definitely check out CronaSwap. Like I said, there's going to be so many projects that are going to be, and it doesn't even have to be a competition. You know, some of these projects might work together. This might work together with VVS Finance in the future. Who knows? They might partner up and do something big for Cronos mainnet. Who knows? They might be competitors. You never know what's going to happen. I'm going to put all the links down for this project below in the description. Make sure you check out the Telegram, the Twitter, and the website, just because you want to get in here and you want to get in this thing early. It's not been out for very, very long. You want to get in before the crowd gets here. So make sure that you also click the like button, leave a comment, make sure you subscribe to me. You want to be early to these projects. I'm dropping gems on you guys. Gems. All the stuff I've been putting out recently has been straight fires. So you want to make sure that you're getting notifications so you know as soon as I'm dropping a video. Also, don't forget to go to my Instagram, follow me on there. Twitter, follow me on there. I post all my stuff on there as well as, and I put a lot of stuff with different projects. So BSC, AVAX, all those different blockchains. I'm all over the place, man. I'm trying to get the money everywhere. So check out CronaSwap. I think this is going to be one of the staple projects on the Cronos mainnet. And let's take this thing to the moon with all the other ones that I've put out there. There's no reason that we shouldn't be getting this money right now. Get in early or get lost.